Hey guys, I'd like to do a real quick update here. It's a little later than usual. Usually get an update, a little earlier in the day. Got a lot going on here, but I do want to give a real quick update on Chainlink. This is November 2nd, and it's actually already in the early trading time of November 3rd. So we've passed UTC 0, so we are now officially in the next day, but I'm still doing this on the 2nd of November here where I'm located. Anyway, before I get started, this is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. You're responsible for your own trades, managing your risk, doing your own research, and basically investing what you are willing to lose. This is my opinion on the market, and nothing more. So a couple things here. We talk about this all the time, that Bitcoin does affect the price of the USD markets in a big way. And that's going to continue to be true, at least for the foreseeable future. I am a firm believer that Bitcoin is currently the king right now, and that we have to, basically take the market as it comes, and also, keep an eye on what Bitcoin is doing. Right now, Bitcoin does seem to have a little bit of strength. If you're in the Discord, we were throwing out some ideas on taking some short-term long positions. Right about 9,300 once we were able to push through it. As you all know, I am a big fan and advocate for support and resistance levels. And on Chainlink, this is our zone right now. This is our level. Right now, we're sitting right on support. We're sitting right on support here, here at this level, which is at about about 269. And right now we're just above 269. Right now what we're actually doing, I'm just going to kind of extend this out. I said that I would keep this on here, and we're actually still in profit, right? So we're still in profit. The trade entry was going to be right here around 268. Stop loss was going to be just a little bit beyond this tick that we have here at about 264, which was the high right here. So if this is going to be a 5-wave structure, and we were toying with the idea that this was going to be a 5-wave structure on the way up here, we would have completed our C-wave correction, which actually went pretty low, but it did not invalidate our area that we were looking for support. One thing that I would really like to see Chainlink do. And so if we want to just take a look at this, we have a little bit of a trend line here. I want to see us get up above this. I want to see us get up above that. I've got a lot of trend lines here. I'm going to try and clean things up just a little bit, just to kind of put some sanity back into the analysis that we currently have on this asset. There is, of course, the concern that we're going to break down below this, because as myself being a support and resistance trader, we've hit this level 1, 2, 3, 4, it's like 5 times we've hit this level here at 268, 269. And we got to see some volume. We got to see some follow through on this. As far as volume goes, it's pretty low. Volume is pretty dead right now, and it's not very constructive. Right now, we are in a squeeze on the 1 hour, with the momentum starting to move to the downside. So once this exits, once we are going to be entering an expansion phase on Chainlink, once we start to expand, it's likely going to be, relatively speaking, explosive. It's going to move, I would say, pretty significantly in one direction or another. I would say that, from the level that we're at right now, if we're going to move down, we're talking about 5% or more on the way down. If we do happen to move up, which is what I've outlined here, it is going to require Bitcoin to move up, and I think that there is some merit to that. A potential 6% move to the upside. I'm still looking at the same targets that we were discussing before. Right here, 277, 275, 277. We actually almost hit 275 and didn't quite get there, but 275, 280, 285. I would say 285. I would say just kind of like take it and step back for a while. Just wait to see what happens. But yeah, it looks like we are about ready to enter another expansionary phase as we are continuing to contract. These Bollinger Bands are continuing to contract here on the hourly chart. Again, going back to the 4-hour chart, talking about the overall trend, obviously the trend is very bullish. And what we see here is potential for a little bit of a bull flag, especially if we move in the upwards direction. I would say there's a good possibility that we do get rejected here at 286, then we come back down here to 263, and then we go up to 280 to 285, then we come back down here to 265 to 270 before we start to move up. Again, what I'm trying to picture here is a little bit of a flag starting to form on the 4-hour chart. Of course, we have our subdivision that we were trying to put together, talking about this move back down here to 225 to $2. If we do get back down there, by the way, I'm going to be probably entering Chainlink myself. Right now, I'm not trading except for what my bot trades. I have taken a couple swings here, but I'm not I'm not actively trading this, as much as I'm doing analysis on it. So just just a little disclaimer there. I'm generally speaking not taking most of the trades that I'm advocating here. I'm more or less trying to give direction, and I'd like to say that I've been pretty accurate on Chainlink throughout this whole process over the last week and a half, 2 weeks. I'm still looking for a move down here to $2 to 225. If we get down here, I'll be taking a position. That is just my personal opinion. But yeah, the moves up here are just not wild enough for me to take a whole lot of interest in. If we break $3, I might change my mind. But for right now, I do think that there is potential that we can come back down here. And if we do, I'll be taking positions. If you're long-term bullish on Chainlink, as I know a lot of people are, I would say that we are still looking for that move up to about 285. Watch to see what happens there. Take profit at at 285 or wherever you're comfortable, and then look for a support resistance flip here in the 290 level, because here at 290, obviously we have resistance here, we've got resistance here, and then if we go up and hit it again, once support is touched, many times, generally speaking, it'll eventually break. So theoretically, once resistance is hit so many times, it should break. But I'm going to be waiting again. I'm going to be waiting for a push through and a retest of support. A lot of the altcoin assets, when they are in a bullish phase, they'll make that support and resistance flip and a retest, a bullish retest of that zone to confirm the trend is going to continue to move in the upward direction. So again, I'm just cautious, as I tend to be. If you've been in the Discord server long enough, you will realize that I am a pretty conservative trader. I don't tend to take humongous risk. And that's one of the reasons why I think support and resistance trading is pretty darn good. If you can get some divergence on the trade, especially like hidden bullish divergence or something like that, that's going to be even better. But yeah, I thought that I would just do a real quick update today. Didn't want to make it too super too super long, but just kind of wanted to give my opinion on where things are sitting right now. This is probably the only video that I'm going to be doing today, but I did want to get a real quick update out. So hopefully you got something out of this, and I'm just still looking for that move up to 280 to 285, and then potentially another move back down. But we'll just kind of wait and see what happens. If it pushes through 285, look for that bullish retest of about 295. And if we can break through on an hourly candle, break and close above 295, especially do a retest of 295, a nice wick to 295, and then a move back up to $3, then I think we have potentially clear skies ahead, because again, we've had this resistance for quite some time, and when it does break, then I think that we do have serious potential for more upside. Of course, we're going to be looking up here for the 450 range. Again, if we break through $3, I will be looking at 450. I might actually be taking that trade on a bullish retest of $3 if we are able to get up there and retest that. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to pop in the Discord. Be more than happy to answer any questions that you guys might have. If you don't have an invite, throw in a comment and I will get an invite code out to you. It doesn't cost anything. I know I've got a couple invite codes that I do need to put out, so so thanks for your patience on there. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, all of that. And yeah, have a good night, everyone. Good day, wherever you are in the world.